y'all really got a problem with Jada Pinkett Smith, huh? Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is B, and I'm going to be going ahead and diving into Worthy by Jada Pinkett Smith. If that interests you, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe down below, and let's go ahead and jump on into this discussion.
Stokes styling.
So I just got done reading Jada, or should I say listening to Jada's book Worthy, and honestly, overall thoughts with the book, I did enjoy the book. To be honest, I learned a few things about Jada that I did not necessarily know, especially when it came to her upbringing. It was not as wheel heavy as I'm sure people wanted to believe that it would be. To me, it wasn't even as Tupac heavy as people thought that it would be, especially when you follow the blogs and all this stuff and how they talk about how she's always talking about Tupac. I enjoyed the book. I would definitely give it a 4 out of 5. I'll give it a 4 out of 5, maybe a 4.1 out of 5. I enjoyed it. Again, I listened to the audiobook, and it did make me feel like I learned something from her. But of course, me being the beauty professional that I am, the thing that stuck out to me most about her book was when she talked about alopecia. So the first time she mentioned alopecia in her book was in regards to Tupac and how he had started suffering from alopecia due to, I think she said, like some beatings that he had received, and it ended up like causing him to start dealing with alopecia. That's why he was bald or whatever.
Alopecia? What he said? What she said? He got alopecia.
Alopecia, but he did.
But tell me what that is.
So alopecia.
But we ain't need to know that.
But
dog a legend. He been dead 30 years. Alopecia.
Yep, alopecia. But
Alopecia.
I know Albert Hughes, he recently talked about it, like how they were a juice and he had stress patches, which is like a form of alopecia, and like shared the story like why he cut his hair off.
She should have told us a Will story.
You right.
Talk about your husband, baby. You married him. Tell us how you fell walking down the carpet one time and we ain't know you ain't have on no panties or something.
Oh,
tell us, tell us, Will, Pop gone. He got alopecia.
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 One time for everybody with alopecia, man.
And when that little headline hit the blogs, you already know the people was dragging, okay? The people was just, hey, why won't Jada leave Tupac alone? Like, you know, or whatever. And to be honest with you, I find the talk about alopecia refreshing. Even if you are sick of being in the group chat with Jada and Will, I found that to be refreshing, because like we know a lot of people, we know a lot of men who are bald, but we don't recognize or like connect it in our brain that, okay, this bald man is dealing with alopecia. It's just like, okay, that's just male pattern baldness. Well, that's alopecia, you guys. I've told y'all before, any form of hair loss can be diagnosed as alopecia. It's just like there's different types of alopecia. So if you're suffering from hair loss, essentially you're suffering from alopecia. So I thought that was like, to me, that's a no-brainer. Duh, he was this, you know, young bald man, so clearly. But you know, to some people, they just really did not know that. And so then later on in the book, when she talks about how she was starting to see clumps of her hair come out because she was dealing with, or is dealing with, alopecia areata. And I did a video about when the slap happened and everything, and the conversation first started around alopecia areata. I'll link that up here in the cards. But in that video, I was telling you all about how black women are suffering with alopecia areata like at alarming rates, and that it is a rapidly aggressive form of alopecia, and some signs to look out for. So she was talking about how she would be washing her hair and then there would be clumps of hair coming out, and there was a point where she got on some steroid shots and her hair was coming back a bit. But then, you know, she had some regression, and not only was it her hair coming out, but she was seeing like, she was seeing a change in her skin, like dips and divots in her skin where the areas were. I thought that was important because during the whole Oscar drama and everything like that, while people were downplaying her bout with alopecia and was like, oh, that was a common joke or whatever, like it wasn't even that deep of a joke, I do honestly feel, especially after listening to her book, that it was bigger than just the little G.I. Jane joke. And what a lot of people don't realize is there's a different feeling when you have short hair because you are a baddie and you just felt like cutting your hair off, and you know you got the bone structure to do it. That's one thing. But when you have no choice but to cut your hair off because it's falling out in clumps, that even if you look good, even if you wore short hair before, that just hits you a different way. It causes a different level of insecurity and anxiety. And I think that Jada, even with all the drama surrounding her and her family, has shed a light on alopecia in a way that is refreshing for me, especially as a person in this industry who is constantly trying to humanize women who are dealing with that disease. While there were a lot of other things in the Worthy book that I feel like Jada was not really showing her heart about, because if we're going to be honest, I did want to get a little bit more into, well, why did her and Will separate? I'm just saying, that's for me. That's what I wanted to know. Like, okay, you said y'all had some problems, baby. What was the issue? What was the problem that made y'all decide to separate? And I don't feel like I got, I didn't get her vulnerability in that area. I was very refreshed to at least get her vulnerability when it came to talking about her dealings with alopecia and what she's doing to try to combat that. Like I said, overall I enjoyed the book, and this is not a review of the book at all. If you want to talk about some different things that happened in the book, always drop down in the comments and we can talk back and forth about it. But my point for this video was really just to talk about, again, the part where she highlighted alopecia and how it really made her feel, and the people that she was kind of dealing with at that time who she felt like could have been offended and hurt during that whole Oscar drama. And I want people to really understand, especially for women, how impactful it is to be dealing with hair loss, whether it is postpartum or alopecia areata or CCCA or anything like that. How like devastating it can be for you mentally, and how it takes a while to get comfortable in your skin and to be able to build yourself up and be confident and to go out, whether it is in a wig or if it's, rocking your bald head or whatever it is. And I think that it is important for us to not always just blow people off because they look good, but really hear their heart, really understand what they're going through, and leading with love. And I think if we did that as a whole, we would be in a much better place as a society, leading with love. That's it. I think that's all that I have for my thoughts when it comes to Jada Pinkett's book, Worthy. If you've read it, again, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about it. What are your thoughts about her opening up about alopecia? Did you know that Tupac had alopecia? Did you want to know more about her and Will? I'm just saying. Drop that all down below. Also, if you like my sweatshirt, go ahead and check out my store. This is my latest line. It's called Handle with Care, honey, and that goes for anything, whether it's your hair, your finances, your feelings, whatever it is, baby. Handle it with care. You can shop that down below. I have it linked as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video, okay? Peace.
This is a quick snippet of my Go Without Glue course. Join this course if you are a woman suffering from alopecia so that you can learn how to choose, install, and maintain a medical wig. And for a limited time, I have a special promo code. Enter promo code INTRO to receive $50 off of this course. You do not want to miss it. Make sure you head on over to www.bssu.com and join my course today. To everyone else, don't forget to follow me on all socials, links in the D box. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.